Alrighty, guys, welcome to character creation for Ostia. I think I said that right. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. But here we are. Did I get it?
Got it.
Ah!
Nailed it.
Nailed that shit. Let's go. Alright, so we are doing character creation for our new campaign. This is going to be running on Mondays at the same time. So this is when we will be here next Monday for our first session. And I need to turn off my alerts, but other than that, everybody, why don't we go around and introduce ourselves? PromptedSpoon, you can go first. I don't want to say everyone's names because I don't know what everyone wants me to do.
So my name is Tristan.
Cool.
I don't have a massive amount of experience playing D&D. I played on and off a couple years ago, and I just started coming back to it recently. So it's a little weird for me, but I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you. For those of you guys who don't know, Tristan and PromptedFork, he can say his name if he wants to. I always leave that up to everybody. But we actually, all three of us work together, and we play in a game, an IRL game on Mondays. So that's how I know these guys, and that's how they know me. So PromptedFork can go next.
So it's Alex. I work at the same place as Mitch and Tristan. I started playing like 2 months ago, and now I'm in like 4 or 5 campaigns. So you can say I'm 100% in. Excited to be here and ready to see what Creature has for us.
Me too. Let's go over to Mastercore.
Hi, I'm Corey.
Perfect.
I've been playing D&D for about 12 years now, on and off, whether it be 3.5, 5th, 4.0, Pathfinder, and 90% of the time I'm the DM, so this will be a different change.
Perfect. Yeah, it's always fun. What's really cool about this show is besides Creature, who's the only person who's played on like Dungeons and Dragons thing with me, we have like 3 new cast members. Like they've never been on the stream before, so that's super nice to have. And then it's Creature's. I don't necessarily know if it's her first time ever DMing, but it's like her homebrewed world. She did all of this work, and it's really cool to be able to showcase it. So Creature, why don't you introduce yourself and then take us away?
So yeah, I'm AuraCreature, Mickey, can I go by anything. So I've been playing D&D for about 2.5 years now. Numerous campaigns. I used to be in a campaign with Mastercore. When I advertised this, he was one of the only ones who was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I know him. But no, this is my first time DMing, so it should be fun. But yeah, I went through 6 months ago. I was like, I'm gonna work on a homebrew world and we'll just see where it goes. Ended up making a whole continent, government systems, a whole pantheon, archfey, Feywild chords, like anything that I could think of, I went ahead and made. And I just kind of sent it to Vacant one day, and he was like, yeah, let's do a show. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yep. As we do. As we try to do. So yeah, instantly, like we had Creature had done stuff with me in the past, with a couple different games. She's guest starred on Emberfall. She did Tales of the Have-Nots with me. And we were talking about this, like she said, like a long time ago, and she's been working on it, and it's really cool to watch all of that come to fruition and see it happen. So I'm really excited to see how it functions, and it's really cool to watch all the homebrewed stuff come to life. So why don't we get down to the nitty-gritty, and we'll start to enroll our characters. I know all of us have most of the things and the people that we want to play already in there. We just need to roll our stats, and we want to share some information with you guys. And I know after doing the survey, everybody kind of wanted to have the character creation stuff streamed, so that's why we're streaming it instead of just recording it. Mm-hmm. So why don't or Creature can choose, or we can roll or do whatever in terms of how we want to do this.
So yeah, I'm gonna have you guys roll a 1d20 in the chat. We'll say lowest number goes first.
Switched over.
I was hoping for a natural 20.
Burn all
Me
your
too.
luck.
Me too. That's how I always hope for.
Come on, Mango.
Ah, the one. How did you
I
go
love
from
that. That's a flip flop.
the 1 to the 20? That's hilarious.
That's everything. He's out of the way.
Yeah. So it looks like Alex is going first.
Yep.
Yes, Mango. Yeah.
So yeah, do that.
All right.
All right.
So what I wanted to do was for people at home, instead of when everyone kind of went around and introduced their characters, instead of saying, well, I'm this race in this class, and here is my whole backstory for you to already know, because that's not fun. You don't want to know everything about the person. It kind of defeats role playing and figuring things out as you go along. So I was like, I want you guys to think of 5 rumors: too good, too bad, and false. Too good, too bad, and false, and that's going to be what you tell the other players. So first, Alex, if you want to say your race, your class, and then your rumors.
Cool.
And if everyone wants to write them down, they can. If they want to wait till I hand them out later, that's cool too.
All right. So I'm going to be playing as Farathier. He's a high elf warlock, specifically Hexblade warlock, for those of you who are concerned about subclass. Rumors. Let's pull these up, and I don't want to give them away in a specific order.
Yep. Don't tell them what's bad, what's good, and what's false.
Right, exactly. So connected with the disappearances of many individuals throughout the kingdoms and empires, ex-Special Forces captain within the Emerald Knights, responsible for the death of a prominent elf while on a mission, has many connections from both good and bad sources throughout the various lands, and rumored to have died and come back to life.
All right, and so now I'm gonna put something in our Discord, and it's gonna be how you roll dice. You'll roll all of your stats. You'll roll them all 3 different times, this sequence 3 times, and out of that sequence of numbers, you'll pick which stats that you like best. So in chat, when you lay it all out, it should look like that. And you'll do that 3 different times. And just put them where you see fit.
You just want me to put it in the chat when I'm done on Roll20, or do it all?
So you'll copy the text from Discord and paste it into Roll20, and you'll do that 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, this is new. This is kind of cool. You gotta do it 3 times. Copy and paste it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Choose the best one.
It's quite fun.
So 1.
It goes for great stats.
Oh.
Throw out
I
the
think
middle.
you got my luck.
Yeah.
Roll another. Get 3 8s.
1 more.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, the top one's not bad.
No,
One's pretty
definitely.
above average.
Yeah.
At least you didn't give 4 8s like I did.
Yeah.
Definitely going to take that top one. Yeah.
Take the top one? Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then so as a warlock, if I remember correctly, one of your saving throws should be charisma.
Oh yeah, I have that all
There's no
out.
wisdom.
Wisdom. It's been so long since I've played one.
On the bright side, in Roll20, thanks to the makeup of it, if you put in your class and level, it automatically takes care of your saving throws and your proficiency bonus. So that's a plus.
Pretty great.
All right. So, anything else you need from me at the moment?
So, and then what? I think we already talked about it. Were you looking to take the mercenary background or the soldier background?
Soldier background.
Okay. So I'll have
Yeah,
you
I wrote everything down, so it's just a matter of
putting it all in.
Yeah.
So as you put it in, you can kind of talk it through what kind of weapon you're going to take, if you are going to take one, what skills you're looking at for your bonuses.
Gotcha.
Where you're going to put your rolls and stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's see. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 11. So putting that highest 15 into charisma. Thank you, Warlock. I guess I'm gonna start with 11 in strength, just because mine isn't gonna be focused that direction. I get a +2 from being a high elf, which is gonna turn my, or I get a +2 in dexterity for being a high elf, which will turn my 13 into a 15. Leaving me with the 14 in Constitution.
What did you say your character's name was?
Farathier. Want me to spell that out for you?
Yeah.
Oh God. Ferithir.
Cool.
So 15, 14, 11, 11, 12. Okay. Let's see here.
That roll though, Mitch.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I also get +1 to intelligence. That's nice. Forgot about that one. Basically, my character is kind of be the guy who hangs around the back, sees what he can do, and then take a shot. So it's all going to be very ranged until he needs to come up close and personal with someone, and that's when at level 3, so somewhat down the line, I'm going to be, we'll start off with the ability to make a great sword at level 3, so that'll be coming up in the future, but at the moment, he's going to be the guy who's hanging around the back. Obviously taking Eldritch Blast as a cantrip at level 1 because Warlock.
Yep. Then with roll 20, if you go into the compendium and look up the spell, you can just drag it over onto your character. It'll enter it all in for you.
Do also get a level 1 spell, Armor of Agathis. Shout out to Ford, critical roll.
good one.
Yeah. So yeah, short bow, 3 daggers. Basically the most common I can get from the whole Warlock starting, because we don't really start off as a greatly equipped class.
Yep. And then so out of skills that you can have for your Warlock class, you can either pick to be proficient in Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, or Religion.
Yep. So I get the bonus as an elf for perception. Mark that one. As a soldier, I get athletics and intimidation, which narrows my list down somewhat. Um, and as a warlock, as you said, I will be taking Arcana, however you prefer. And religion, because our world is very religious.
Mhm.
That seems very proper. Yeah, that's pretty much it for.
And then so hit points. It's 8 plus your Constitution modifier, so you'll be sitting at about 10 hit points at level 1.
Let's go, glass cannon.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad. And, I mean, it could be worse.
It could be worse.
And then some shitty ass hit points before, don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried.
And what you said you were taking? What spell?
Armor of Agathis. Just make sure I got that all right. 14, 13, 11.
Got everything?
Yep.
I
Cool.
believe so.
Why don't you go down the list one more time with your rumors, just for people who might have tuned in late, and then also like name, race, class, rumors, and then your stats, and then we'll switch over to Mastercore.
Cool. So, give me 1 second. All right. So as Varathier, the High Elf Warlock, I am rumored to be connected with the disappearances of many individuals throughout the kingdoms and empires. Ex-Special Forces captain within the Emerald Knights. Responsible for the death of a prominent elf while on a mission. Having many connections from both good and bad sources throughout the various lands. And rumored to have died on a mission and come back to life.
Perfect. Super cool.
Alrighty.
And Mastercore. Next.
Alright,
What?
so your turn. You had the second lowest roll. So I'll have you roll your
Can I roll a bardic inspiration?
not yet.
Okay.
So
So my idea was, do I just go over that, or do I just do my rumors now?
so yeah, just say you know, your character's name, race, class, and then your rumors, but don't tell what are good and what are bad.
Okay. So basically, for my character, I am pulling a tiefling bard of glamour, if it matters. He is going to be fairly point of lots of talking. I might even throw in an accent for this, so I'm not sure which one yet. But let's see. The rumors that I have here, where I had it pulled up here a minute. I had it. It was right in front of me. Here we go. All right, I've got it right here. So the mixture that is these. Where is it? There it is. So let's see. Random order. He was placed at the top of his class of Bardic College for performance and persuasion. He gained magic casting through a demon contract. He killed a goblin with only words. He worked hard to gain money for the entrance for his college with no help. And he dropped out of his final year for unknown reasons, and some say due to sleeping with the dean of the college.
All right.
So let's see, what should we do next?
So now I'll have you do your 3 sets of rolls and pick the one you think would work best for when you do your character.
All right, Lady Luck, be with me today because normally these are not my good points. Let's see. And that layout was indeed in.
Yep, in our Discord chat.
Okay. Want to make sure I had the right. There it is. Copy. Paste. First one. Here we go. Ooh, not so bad. Second one. Here we go. Oof. Told you I got bad luck, people. All right. And third one. I'm taking that one.
Can you all see him?
No,
No.
are you?
Oh. Wait a minute. Whoops. Wrong chat. My bad.
Ooh.
I have two up. My bad. I'll re-roll all of them. Here we go. First one.
Ooh, that was good.
That's
Am I so low?
yeah.
There we go.
That's not bad.
My
That's
bad.
1,
That's
2.
Also pretty good.
That's
That's
pretty good.
Okay. You know, take 2. It looks apparently like I'm doing better.
That one's pretty bad.
So let's.
Yeah. So I would
First two are
either go
pretty
with the
bad.
first or the second.
He wants the third.
Silly.
Ew.
I mean, you could for roleplay reasons.
I think I'm gonna take the first. Yeah, I'm gonna
First?
take the first.
2 14s.
Yep.
3
And-
14s? Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I drop one, right? Because there's only 6 stats.
Yep. So drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, drop the lowest.
Okay, order that I have designated.
So yep, and as you
Charisma.
go, just go through and tell me where you're putting your rolls,
Yeah.
what skill checks you're taking, and all that jazz.
So my charisma will be my top score, which would be that 15 I got in there. Because I am a tiefling, that goes up by 2. So the 15 turns into a 17. The second one that I designated was my dexterity, which I will put a 14 in. Let's see, next one was con, which will also get a nice 14. Intelligence was my next one after that, so I will put I'll put a 13 in that one, which will bump it up to a 14. All right, so that leaves me with a 14 and a 12. Or no, 14. No, wait, what? Where am I? I've got 115 done. I've got 114 for my dex done. Yeah, right? 14 and 12, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 12 will go in my strength because I'm a bard. I'm pretty, not awesome. And then the last 14 will go into my wisdom. Fairly decent. All right. Now I am an entertainer. Let's see. Bards get an D8 at first level. So with my constitution of +2, that puts me at 10 health.
All right.
I move at 30 feet per round. Armor class. We'll get to that later because I have to do armor and weapons. VO, whatever it might be. Are we going through our personality traits, bonds, and ideals and flaws?
No, I would say keep those to yourself for now.
Gotcha. All right.
It's good because I don't have this written down.
Hmm?
It's good because I don't have this written down, so I don't remember what I picked.
Let's see. The saving throws would be charisma and dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. As far as bardic inspiration, I get that later or deal with that later. Let me double check what all I have to deal with here. I get dark vision because I'm a tiefling, and I gain fire resistance because I'm a tiefling. I can cast thaumaturgy off the bat because I'm a tiefling. Because like awesomeness. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I am proficient in leather armor, simple weapons, crossbows, handbows, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords. Common and Infernal are the languages in which I know. That's mostly it for my basics of my level and race. Let's see. And I do skills, correct?
Yep.
All right. So did do a bit of preparation earlier between my class and what I'm allowed. I was proficient in acrobatics, perception. I was also good in deception, because I'm a bard. Performance and persuasion.
All of those make sense.
Yep. Double checking, making sure. All right. Are we just doing stats and everything? Are we dealing with armor and stuff later? How are we doing that?
We can deal with armor and stuff later, but just I guess for purposes, just say what you're taking.
Sure. I'm getting a rapier, a dagger, some other armor. Might trade up later for some studded if I can find the right place. We'll see about that. Let's see. A diplomat's pouch. Any musical instrument. Now, this is where I would like to propose an option to the DM.
Okay, lay it on me.
Now, you were with me the last time we played D&D, and Kopi
Okay.
had a very specific instrument, and I was wondering if that might be allowed ever.
Yes. Just because I like that instrument a lot.
Whistle sticks.
So they're of my own invention. Whistle sticks are drumsticks that are carved that when you swing them and beat against things, they play like a flute.
That's cool.
Awesome.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I basically just took whatever's left in the standard. Oh, I got a favor from an admirer. DM, is this PG-13? I believe it is. So I'm going to be good. Let's see. Let's make this one.
Wait, hold on. Bacon?
No, I mean, you can be as lewd as you want.
Fangirl panties.
There it is. I wasn't expecting it, but it makes sense. It's fine.
They have returned.
Other than that,
Oh,
costume
man.
and a belt pouch containing 15 gold.
All right. And I think that covers your character, correct?
Yep.
All right, so one more time for the chat. Name, race, class, and your rumors.
I am Kopi Ventru. I am a tiefling bard. I am from the Glamour Entertainer, and the rumors in which that circle me are as such. Once I am able to figure out where I put those. There it is. Right. So the rumors in which that encircle me are I was hardworking and I earned my money to enter college of my own will. Let's see. I placed top of my class of college, performing and persuasion. I dropped out my final year, and some people say I may have slept with the dean. I killed a goblin with only words, and I gained my magic through a demon contract.
So now we're going to move on to Tristan's character.
All right. So, I am playing Vind, V-I-N-D. I'm going to be a wood elf rogue. When I get to level 3, I'm going to take the archetype for the scout. So the rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just going down the list, the frost giants in the Weeping Mountains know me very well. I'm the most skilled tracker south of the Weeping Mountains. I'm unusually good at getting out of a bad situation. As an elf, I'm from the Isle of Lamps, and there's a large bounty out for my arrest in Aachen. Okay, so I'm going to roll those stats now.
Yep.
Cool. It's all right. Ooh.
Top one.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to take that top one.
All right.
Yeah, there you go, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah, cool.
And
So,
then you'll drop that lowest number, which
Yeah.
is the 9.
Great. So I'm gonna put. Hang on, let me write this down so I can cross them off. I'm gonna put that 15. It's gonna go right into my dex, and then I'm gonna get +2 for being a wood elf. Just gonna put that at a 17. I'm going to put that 15 into my wisdom. The 13 is going to go into my. Oh wait, sorry. I get 6. It's going to go +1 my wisdom as a wood elf. It's going to be a 16 for my wisdom. The 13 is going to go into my constitution. Or yeah, 13, right? I'm going to put the 12. Hang on. Am I doing this right? I'm stupid.
Maybe. Might be stupid. Where'd you put your intelligence?
Wait, I'm a dumbass. Hang on. I'm not paying attention. So sorry, I'm gonna have a 14 in wisdom. Not a 16. Because I forgot that there was only one 15. So just ignore that. I'm gonna have a 12 in constitution. It's gonna be a 12 in intelligence, a 12 in charisma, and an 11 in strength. All right. So for my skills, I get proficiency in perception as an elf.
Mm-hmm.
As a rogue, I'm gonna take stealth, investigation, acrobatics, and insight. And then due to my background, which is an outlander, I get proficiency in athletics and survival. Okay. For my equipment, I'm gonna just take regular leather armor, a short bow, a rapier, an explorer's pack, 2 daggers, and thieves' tools.
All right, and then so it looks like with your hit points, it'll be 8 plus your con mod, so that'll bring you.
So it's gonna be up to 9. Yep. Great. Okay. Is there anything else, or is we want to go back through the rumors?
Yeah, go back through the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I am, just to go over my class again, I am playing Vind, a wood elf rogue. And my rumors are the frost giants in the Weeping Mountains know me well. I'm unusually good at getting out of a bad situation. I'm the most skilled tracker south of the Weeping Mountains. As an elf, I hail from the Isle of Lamps, and there's a large bounty out for my arrest in Aachen.
Alrighty, Bacon.
All right, so I am playing Azil Dune. My race is going to be a human variant, and I am playing kind of a more homebrewed character. It was the Oracle that came from Pathfinder and then they did it over into 5th edition. So playing an Oracle. So here are my rumors. Give me a moment. And my rumors are, I'm a eunuch, castrated at a young age. I save people's lives, even those who are bad. I talk to myself from time to time. I donate to local orphanages, and I serve a dark god.
Awesome.
And let's do my stiff. Rolling this bad boy 3 times. 1, 2.
Oh damn, that second one.
Yeah, we'll go with 2.
Alrighty.
Right there in the middle. All right, so I'm gonna go with, I believe, here. I believe my spellcasting mod is Charisma, so 17 will go into there. Then I'm going to put the 16 into my Constitution. I'm gonna put the 14 into Strength. 13 into the rest of them. Intelligence, Dexterity, and Wisdom. I believe that's correct. 17, 16, 13. Yep, cool. Let's drop the 11. Over. And as a human variant, I get to choose a language. So I'm going to choose Elvish. Speaking Elvish and Common. I can also choose one proficiency in which I gain, or one skill that I gain proficiency in. Not sure exactly which one I want to do because I get to choose from. I get to choose 2 from History, Insight, Medicine, Persuasion, and Religion. So I'm gonna go. So I'll choose Religion and Medicine for those, and then I'm going to go into History as well. So those are my 3. Let's see what else to choose here. I'll be carrying a mace. I'll have scale mail on, a priest pack, and then I'll also have a shield and my holy symbol. So many spells to choose from, but I have what I'm taking here. But they might change before we play. Most of them are going to be like healing spells, so like Cure Wounds, and Healing Word, things like that are going to heal a lot. And then as my human variant, the feat I'm going to take is Tough. So what that does, I'll find it and I'll let you know. But I believe what it's really doing is it's going to take my... It's basically going to give me more HP. Find the exact wording. Your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice your level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a level thereafter, your hit point maximum increases by an additional 2 points. So I'm gaining the feat at level 1. It'll be twice that, so I'll gain 2, and then I'll every level. And then, so then through that, with my human variant, I get to choose 2 of my stats that go up. I will be choosing Charisma as 1, so that will move it from a 17 to an 18. Then I am going to move my Intelligence from a 13 to a 14. Just to round that up so I get the for it. Boom. And then, also as an Oracle, my hit points are 8 plus your Constitution mod. So my Con mod is 3, so that's 11, and then plus the 2 that I get from being tough, so I have 13 health.
Alright.
And like I said, I'm not 100% certain on what spells I'm gonna take, but most of them will be kind of like a healing. I'll be playing more of like the healer class for us. And then also, yeah, I'm not really gonna share the other stuff that comes with Oracle because some of it can be a lot of fun for the RP purposes. And I will drop everybody the Oracle link in chat so you guys can take a look at it because it's pretty cool. There's a lot to it.
Yep, and what I'm thinking is if you guys are a part of the CritsNGrins Discord, I'm going to be posting all of my homebrew links so you guys can kind of get a more in-depth of kind of what I've made, kind of country-wise, Pantheon-wise, so that way it'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to follow along when we mention certain names, places, people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll drop that. I'll drop the invite to the Discord as well. It is. It doesn't really matter if you're going to be looking at like just role playing or if you're just here for the community or whatnot. We have all different sorts of channels in there. So let me get that that link for you guys. And then to go over my rumors one more time. Again, I'm playing Azil Dune as human oracle, and the rumors are I'm a eunuch, castrated at a young age. I save people's lives, even those who are bad. I talk to myself from time to time. I donate to local orphanages, and I serve a dark god.
Alrighty. So now that we all have that out of the way, I was thinking about going over maps and kind of small stuff for y'all in chat as well. I know I sent you links, but just so that way we can kind of get a wide general overview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move you all over. Eventually, if it wasn't so far away. So we're first going to look at kind of the general map as a whole. The continent that our party is going to be starting on is Adia, which is kind of considered more of a holy Mecca within Ostia. I'll get this pulled up here. Right. And can you guys see the map on Roll20?
Yep.
All right. So this is kind of the overview of the continent Edia. So kind of right here in this section, you have Braywood and Breemore. So Braywood is kind of, I guess you would put either like the Rome or Greece. It's a pretty religious city. Its whole kind of government is centered around the gods, unlike some other countries that have a king or a lord that rules over them. They have what is known as the Council of Faith, which has I believe 6 members, all either dedicated or worship one of the gods in the pantheon, and from there they help govern both Braywood, Breemore, which is kind of a nearby farming village, as well as Talia, Musto, and G Hill, which is more of kind of the trading side. So out of Musto, we have large warehouses, ports that trade comes in and out of. Jahil and Talia, kind of the same thing, more smaller trading towns. Jahil kind of specializes in fishing trade, while Talia specializes in kind of jewelry, taking the clay that kind of runs off from the Weeping Mountains. Right here in the middle, right between the two, in the Nipt Sea, we have the Isle of Lamps. So the Isle of Lamps is an island specifically with elves. So it houses wood elves, high elves, drow, half elves. There's the occasional Eladrin, and they are ruled by a single monarch. They're not governed by Braywood. They are civil with Braywood. They trade, but they're ruled by a monarch who is rumored to have never been seen. When they are out in public, their face is fully covered, and usually if any political things need to be done, they send ambassadors out for them. Down here at the bottom is Damore, and that's going to be the more dwarven kingdoms, known for their smith work. They make most of the armor that is kind of shipped out between the country to be used in like royal guards and kind of smaller mercenary groups. Right beside it is the Golden Sands, which is basically just a giant desert filled with nothing. Then over here, we have forest, mostly forest. It has no set government or civilization within it. It is mostly just kind of rolled over by various tribes that just kind of, they all have peace treaties with each other. They all have their own section within Thoris, and they usually just kind of stick to it. So up here is Aachen. It is kind of a smaller kingdom ruled by one queen. They usually keep to themselves, don't really venture out anywhere else. And then over here is right beside it, is the Burris Empire that is ruled by a count who, way back when, during some of Braywood's history, kind of ventured off in order to kind of keep control of Braywood, even though he could not directly control it. He moved over, found a path between the Weeping Mountains, which is very treacherous, in order for Braywood to be able to trade outside and more into Edia and other parts of Ostia.
Cool. And Aachen is where Vind is rumored to have a large bounty from.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. And nobody else mentioned like specific places, did they, in their rumors?
I believe someone mentioned the Isle.
It was also me.
Yeah. Also Vind. Cool.
That's just a kind of a brief overview of everything.
Perfect. Let's see if there's anything else to go over. Where are we going to be starting the campaign?
Yep, so the campaign will be starting. Each of you have received a letter from Councilwoman Zahala, who is pretty known as a high priestess of Asis, who is the goddess of justice. So she has each sent you a letter instructing that you will all come to Brimore, meet in a tavern, and you will escort one of her most trusted priestesses and her interpreter back into Braywood in order for her to kind of be a judge in a trial. In Braywood, most of the priestesses of Asis act as judges or sort of lawyers. They don't really take any outside people. So you will all be interested in bringing said priestess back safely, where you will all receive, I think, a collected sum of 200 gold to be split amongst you.
Cool.
And I think I discussed with all of you your reasons on why you should be there.
Yeah, we have a bunch of. I know I got some stuff, so I'm sure everyone else did.
Like why we got contacted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not me.
not you?
Not me.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, we can establish it before the campaign. It'll be something that you guys can discuss then, for sure. So.
Okay.
Awesome. Trying to sneak talks in before my dog starts to bark. All right, so I believe we're basically there, and if anybody misses this and doesn't have the chance to watch it, we'll go over again, like who our characters are, the rumors, and we'll jump in. The campaign is going to start next Monday at the exact same time, so 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure you guys can fill in the blanks there if you guys are in between us from the United States and elsewhere. But yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, Creature has homebrewed pretty much every part of this besides like classes and race. Like almost like everything else is done. Pantheons are done. The whole world is homebrewed. So it's going to be really, really fun for us to delve into because it's going to be new for everybody. I think that's basically it. yeah, well, like I said, and then tomorrow, guys, Aether Dawn will be streamed tomorrow at the exact same time, starting at 6 again. So that's going to pretty much be the basis of when things will start. But that's it from us, and we will be back on. This group will be back on Monday. Take care, guys.